Okay, so I just wanted to discuss the place of Janet Jackson's legacy and kind of the factors that led it to get to this point. What do I think that she should do going forward and all those things. So this is an idea I had. I talked to my friends about it. We workshopped it. So as we know, Janet Jackson, first two albums, she didn't really care about those. And then Control, all the way through All For You, she had a 15-year period of dominance, with albums like Rhythm Nation having 7 top 5 singles back when you had to go buy albums and everything like that. The Janet album, I think, is her best-selling album. She had a lot of success during this time. I think the Rhythm Nation tour is the best-selling debut tour of all time still. Okay. So you have to have appreciation for the hits that she had and everything like that. All For You was a smash moment, etc. Okay, so that kind of sets up the part of her music career and everything like that. Like musically, we already had that and everything, right? And so then we get to the Meet Joe era, and we know exactly what happens with the Super Bowl situation, which, like I said, that was blown out of proportion. It wasn't that big of a deal. Okay. She got a lot of backlash for that, which was ridiculous. Okay, it's really just a US thing. The people in Europe did not care. They did not care. So that was that. Demita Joe, it didn't do as well as it could have and everything. Do I think it would have been like a smash or anything like that? No, I think it would have been a moderately successful era. She probably could have had, a few top 10s, maybe a top 20, top 40 type song. Okay, but her getting blackballed on radio and everything like that, and they disinvited her from the Grammy because she didn't want to apologize for the 80th time. So you had that situation, and that was unfortunate because I thought that was a good album, but the era, it didn't really get off the ground. Okay, so you already had that situation. And then we go on to everything with 20YO. Y'all know 20YO sucked. Everybody knows it, okay? The album wasn't great. The era, it was an era. We can move on. Discipline, she didn't want to release Discipline, but they were like, you have to release an album if you want to go tour, so she released Discipline. So there was that era, moderate success there and everything like that. And Michael passes away, that was a whole situation of her grieving, which I understand and respect. I think she did a tribute and performed for him at MTV. She did some movies and everything like that. She took some time off. Okay, she came back with this album, Unbreakable, 2015. It's been almost 10 years since Janet released the album. So that's kind of the roundabout way that we get to where we are at now. And so where do I think Janet's legacy is right now? I don't think it's in a good place. I don't. And here's the reason why, a few reasons why. So I feel like we can't underplay how much of an effect that the Super Bowl situation had. Obviously, it took her forever to get inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Questlove, others had to lobby. So you can't underplay that. But also to think she's really been taking her legacy as of late. And so why do I think this? Because of that whole situation with her saying that Kamala isn't black. And I brought this up several times. I always say she's on timeout and everything like that. But I just really have to talk about the significance of this, okay? Because I would consider myself a pretty big Janet Jackson fan. And ever since she said that shit, I really cannot listen to her music, okay? I've talked about her music and everything like that. But as far as me listening to music, not really. I've heard clips of it on social media, but I don't go out of my way to listen to her music. And I agree with one of my friends. One of my friends was like, I used to listen to Janet Jackson all the time. And like now I really don't. And I completely agree. And it's sad because she just pissed me off so much for that shit. Making Rhythm Nation, talking about social issues, poverty, and all those things, and then saying that it was really ignorant. On top of that, you have, your brother managing your career, and her brother is a Trump supporter, which you guys already know we don't support that around here, that bigotry. So that's already one thing. And why is your brother advising you not to release the Black Diamond album? Because that's what it's giving. That's what it's giving, okay? And in terms of management, my friend brought this up as well, but basically her father was managing her kind of towards the beginning. She broke off of that and everything, kind of was doing her own thing, had her own situation there. She had Renee managing her. We know how everything went with Renee. They ended up divorcing and everything like that. And so there was that situation. And now she got Randy managing her. There might be a few people in between there, but who really give a fuck? I'm just trying to get the point across. But yeah, it's like she keeps picking wrong people to manage her and everything like that. And the fact that they went out of their way, her publicist or whoever, to try to take that away from the news and say like, oh no, she didn't really mean that and apologize. And she was like, no, I want to keep that up. Like, why the fuck would you keep that up? That's so ignorant to say, okay? And one of my other friends was basically saying that in terms of her legacy, like the old people are still going to love Janet, still attend her concerts and everything, where younger people like me, I'm 24 for reference, okay? I'll be turning 25 in October. She has taken a hit with us. Okay? I think that combined with the controversy with the Super Bowl, it's not helping her. When you're not releasing music and when you keep touring the same shit, this new tour, from my understanding, is basically an extension of the last tour that she was doing, which I went to and I really enjoyed, by the way. But you keep touring the same stuff, you're not releasing new music, it is like pulling hairs to try to get her to go and do some like deluxe versions and stuff like that of like her old stuff, and she has done it for like Janet and Velvet Rope, but it's taking forever for that to get done. Okay, so you have that, not really interacting with the fans, not really saying much, them taking forever to remaster her music videos and promote her legacy in a meaningful way. So it feels like in a way she's sabotaging her legacy, and it also feels in a way like the people connected to her are doing it. And I'm also thinking, you know, maybe Janet doesn't really care. Okay, she sold the records that she's going to sell at this point. She's at where she's at. She's probably like, I've done enough. Okay, and you can kind of see that for a way, but just for her to say that shit, she really dug herself in a hole, and it would have been so easy to get out of it. Okay, there was an era where I'm just like, I'm so glad Janet doesn't really say much or anything. We don't really have a whole lot of controversy. Like, I was chilling even though we didn't, you know, get shit for a while. And then she does this, and it's just like, it's not good. It's not good. I do think that there's a way for Janet to potentially fix things and everything. I think an apology, which has been long overdue, but then it kind of just seemed insincere to me, because you could have been apologized when you sold the Backlash for that situation. So, I mean, that could help. You releasing the Black Diamond album and or new music could help. And finally adding new stuff in your set list instead of performing the same shit. Interacting with your fans more could also be something. One of my friends was mentioning how Mariah, she's interacting with us fans and stuff like that and everything. I feel like the past year or two, it's definitely been whittled down, but I don't blame her because she has her own stuff going on, number one. And number two, because some of the questions these fans be asking her are a bunch of shit, and I don't blame her for not wanting to talk to us when I hear some of the bullshit that people ask her, but that's a conversation for a different day and everything. And, you know, she's got her own stuff that she's working on and everything. But yeah, there was definitely an era, like being on Twitter and everything like that, and just all throughout her career, Mariah's really interacted with fans. Mariah cares about her anniversaries and her legacy and everything like that. What she did with Butterfly was great. She released something for Rainbow, Merry Christmas. Mariah still tours and everything like that, so she still interacts with us. But yeah, I just feel like there's so much more that Janet can do. And no shade, it just feels like Janet got old and boring. I'm going to say it because that's exactly how I feel. Okay, it's like everything that kind of made her appealing with her being outspoken and fun and vibrant. It's like, where is that now? Where is that now? Okay, maybe she's saving that and everything like that for whenever she tours and everything. But again, the same set, it's like, I just wanted more. I don't know. If she releases a new album, I will probably listen to it and everything like that. But yeah, ever since those comments, it's been hard for me to listen to her music and everything. I still talk about it because she still has great songs that I enjoy, but I'm not even playing stuff like I used to. Like, I literally had Velvet Rope, I think, on the wall. I took it off after this shit. I'm not even gonna lie. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about Janet's legacy. Like, are you satisfied with where it's at this point? Do you think that there's anything that she can do to kind of advance it and everything? Do you think it is what it is? You've accepted it and everything like that? And we can talk about that below. I don't really need a new Janet album anymore. After the comments, I'm kind of done with it and everything like that, but we can have a conversation. I just thought that this was worth talking about.